excited to do a haul video, and I'm really not sure if I've ever done one before. If I have, I did not share it on my YouTube channel, and so this is going to be a little bit new for me, so I'm excited to do that. I have a lot of stuff that I have not yet used, and a couple of these I have actually used pieces of, so I'm just going to dive in. As a disclaimer, these are all things that I bought for myself with my own money. A few of them are things that are Nouveau or Tonic. Even though I'm on the design team, they were things that I wanted additionally or couldn't wait to get my hands on. So I went ahead and bought them. Which leads me to my next point, that I am going to have a whole bunch of giveaways coming up. I have amassed a lot of additional product from things like this, where I have gone ahead and ordered things and jumped the gun and then been given additional things. I have a couple things that I accidentally ordered twice and didn't catch it until after it was delivered, and some other things that I just thought would be fun for a giveaway. So stay tuned, and maybe stay tuned to the end if you're interested, and I will go through some of that then. So let's get to it. I have almost all of the Nouveau alcohol markers except for these sets right here. I apologize for the glare. The only set I do not have is part of the Dream in Color trend that was released at the beginning of the year, and it's I cannot remember the name of it. It's a purple color, like sort of a mauve color, and when we were sent that trend, I think it wasn't released yet or something, and so that's the only one I don't have. So these are the remaining 4 that I bought for myself. I have all of the other markers, which I love. If you have not tried them, they are a great sort of way to introduce you to alcohol markers if you're not ready to spend the amount of money that Copic markers cost. And they're also a great way to, I think they take a lot of the guesswork out of a lot of the Copic stuff. I kind of wish that I had some of this when I first started using alcohol markers, because it's a little bit overwhelming in the world of Copics to try to learn how to do it, as well as try to figure out, the colors and how to purchase them, and, maybe purchasing every other one, or using tip-to-tip markers to make your collection stretch a bit farther. And the thing I love about the Nouveau collection is that they come in sets of 3 that are already ready to be blended together. And I'm still trying to work out the number system, but like these 3, this is the Royal Purples. So there's Spring Lilac, Sugar Plum, and Black Currant Tart. So what's great, these 3 are already ready to go, and you don't have to worry about it. And when I first I got 2 sets, and I think it was the pinks and the Irish greens, or Irish clover, and it's amazing what you can do with just a few just 2 sets of those markers, which is 6. And the other thing about it is they are so affordable. I think it's $6 for a set of 3 instead of, close to $6 per marker for the sketch markers from Copic. Now, at the moment, these are not refillable, and they are not available for individual purpose. However, I have heard that they are going to soon be available for individual purpose, and they're working on, refillability, if that's a thing. But right now, at this point, to me, if, they're this affordable, a lot of the colors that you would want to refill are ones that you would use up enough of that you would be happy having the other ones of, to me. So the 4 that I bought that I did not have are the Royal Purples here. This is the Woodland Greens. The Woodland collection just came out, the Woodland trend, and so this was part of that. They're a little bit darker greens, like, you know, sort of beefier greens, if that makes sense. The Coral Reef, which are nice colors, and the Marina Blues, which I did not have. Another one of those, sort of one of an accidental order, was that I had gone ahead and ordered one of the blues, and then I got sent a blue, and so I didn't have that. This is what my collection looks like so far, and the markers, if you have not seen them yet, they have two nibs. They have this sort of their brush nib, which is not really like a brush like the Copic brush. It's very stiff, and it's got a very fine point on it, and I think it is really good for blending, and it helps me because I have a heavier hand, so it helps that I'm not destroying the nib as much. It really holds up to it. And then the chisel tip the same as like a Copic marker. And then the color is on that side. I just keep mine in these little buckets right now. But what I have done is I go through, once I open the packages, this is in the background, and it tells you, you know, it shows you the colors, and it has the color description on the back. And so I've just taken those and attached them to a ring so that you can, so I can see all the colors I have as a quick flip through. If I need to order more, or, you know, when I was ordering these to try to fill in all the gaps that I had not had yet. And they have, you know, I mean, they pretty much covered the gamut so far. I'm sure there's other colors, the sort of the warmer grays or cooler grays that they're, you know, as far as Copic sketch colors, but they have skin tones and browns for hair, and these are lovely, the Palma Violets. So anyway, that's, I bought those 4 sets to complete that collection. So I've got one more set that's left, and it was sold out from the store, so I will be stocking that. Also, the other thing I bought from Tonic that I did not have yet was this new, the hybrid ink pads that were part of the Dream in Color collection. It was part of that same idea. I think they, you know, this hadn't come out yet when we were sent the collection, but it's mint macaroon, lotus flower, and powdered peach. And the thing I love, I really wanted this powdered peach because when I got to test this out at Creativation, it is a really cool, very faint, lovely color that would be perfect for no-line coloring, for watercolors or something else. So that is really the reason I wanted to get this set. And even though a lot of the colors are kind of similar in different collections, whether they're the inks or the markers or the glitter markers or whatever they are, they all have different names, which is just amazing to me that somebody can come. That's the job I want in the future. I want to be the person that comes up with the names for all of the colors. I mean, all the embellishment mousses are different colors. I mean, that's the job I want. Okay. All right, now on to stamp sets. I went a little crazy after going to Creativation and kind of made a wish list. And then I think I bought everything on the wish list. I'm not quite sure. Depends on whether my husband is watching this video or not. So I got this one, which I love, this sort of like oval wreath. And I just think this is the coolest set. Sentiment, you are the most kick-asser I know. Which is really fun for somebody. It's something different, and it could be used for lots of different things. I've already used this sentiment here, but other than that, I haven't used the rest of that stamp set yet. And I haven't used this yet, which I love. This is the So Kind sentiment stamp set, and that's just got so many different perfect things. Great for, I mean, a million different things. This was another, these are all Avery Elle, by the way. Another Avery Elle set, and I got the die set that goes with it. And I have colored some of those, but I haven't used them yet. So, and I haven't put any of these yet into packaging. But when I do, if they have the stamp and the dies, I store them together, and then if I color any, I put them in the back. So these are sort of these balloon shapes. It's the Floating Wishes, And I saw the cutest card at Creativation that had these used, and the little balloons each were little shakers with the teeny tiniest sort of confetti or sequins in them that were really beautiful. So then I've got this die. It's a Happy Birthday confetti matte die. And so it's got balloons too, and then the sentiment, and then obviously this, you know, confetti around it. And I think it's sized for like an A2 card. So I'm ready to use that too. Okay, so now on to I've got 2 Pink Fresh sets that I haven't used yet. Both that I saw at Creativation I loved. This is the Lost in the City. I really wish I had bought the die set for it. At the time I didn't think I would really use it as much, but I kind of wish I had. But I thought this was so cool. It's a sort of like you're looking up at a, you know, skyline of really tall buildings, and then it's got really cool little tiny sentiments, adventures out there, live out loud, dream big, you lift me up. So I thought that was a great, just anything kind of stamp set. And this is the lined floral background. And it is just a background stamp that I think is, it kind of looks like poppies to me, but it's so dense that it could be other things. But I think it would be great done as a, you know, a background in watercolor, or you know, maybe shimmer powders or something like that, and then have this stamped on top of it, or have this embossed and then colored in. So that one's being waited to be used too. I bought some sentiment strips from Lawn Fawn. These are just the custom craft die cut sentiment banners. And I'm not sure, I'm sure these come in several different sizes, but these are just the ones I got. Which I'm excited because I've had issues lately using those. And this is the most exciting set I wanted to get from My Favorite Things. That is all of the, it's all of the Sip Sip Hooray sort of set. So it comes, I got this Sip Sip Hooray die, and then this shaker piece that's made for, it's the wine glass, and then the frame for it, which is the, you know, the stem, and then these little shaker pieces that go on the inside, which I thought would be so fun for a wedding card, and having like 2 of them sort of cheering, and having the inside confetti pieces being some little glass beads, like they're sort of champagne bubbles. And so I'm excited to use that. And so I've got that, the little Sip Sip Hooray, and you know, the insert pieces for that shaker bit. And then this is the uncorked set of sentiments that's got really funny sentiments with it, like it's always a good time for wine, uncork and unwind, real friends just say clink. And anyway, so I'm excited to use that. And then this is not part of that set, but is, I also thought went well with it, and it's the sending cheers, and then it's got a second cheer design. These dies from W+9. So those all kind of go together. And then finally, I have some things that have been on my list of my wish list. These are just foam squares from Tonic. It's the Craft Perfect collection, which does all the papers and everything. And so I just wanted to see those. They're really thin, which I like because most of mine are really thick. So I thought it'd be nice to have some thinner ones. So I wanted to try those. And then these 2 are the things I really wanted to try, which is to have some of these. These are clear foam adhesive pads. So like if you were going to use maybe vellum, I'm not sure how that would look, but I wanted to see what that's gonna come out like. And that kind of came about because I really wanted to get some foam black squares. some 3D foam black squares, which will be perfect on a sentiment strip that is black and not white, so you don't have to see the white underneath it. It comes in 2 different sizes. This is scrapbook adhesives, and these came from Amazon, and I don't know if these are even at, like, you know, our local sort of big box store, but I didn't even look because it says use glitter, foil, and more to create 3D embellishments. But I just thought they'd be great to use on the on a black sentiment strip or a black card base or something like that, so you don't see the that's kind of my new pet peeve, is to have to see a lot of the foam squares and adhesive strips and things on the sides of the card when you turn it. I really like being able to use like fun foam or something that is solid, and obviously something black or a different color is great. So, and then finally I got some of the VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, which is a pigment ink from Sukaneko, because you can never have enough black inks. And this is great for watercolors and other things like that that need to be a pigment ink. So those are my little haul pieces for now. I'm excited to get to work. I just need about 6 more hours in the day, maybe 4, and I am going to I'll be good. So as far as a giveaway, if you've stuck around to the end of this video, I am going to give away, let's see, I will give away this additional set of the Nuvo markers that I double ordered. It's the indigo ink color, and it's Blueprint, Ultramarine, and French Navy. So if you would like to be considered, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and my Instagram channel, and leave me a go to my blog, and then you can leave me a message with your info, and I will pick a winner maybe by Wednesday. Say this will be Monday the 23rd, so say Wednesday the 25th. If I make it a little bit longer, I will leave another note, and I'm going to have another giveaway later on in the week. So thanks so much for watching, and thank you all for your support and feedback, and we will see you soon. Bye!